Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Happy, almost end of January. Oh my gosh, 2021. We are really just, I saw a picture from 8 years ago and it's like, oh my God, time flies so fast, right? So I hope you're doing well. A, I am an ALS patient. I'm sharing my journey. I am a retired nurse, so I may use that weird medicalese language. But this is me documenting my journey. This is not for medical advice. I'm not a active nurse. I'm not your nurse. I, you know, so take this. If you have any questions, and if I bring anything up at any time, please go ahead and talk to your ALS team or your doctor. All right. Well, I hope everyone is doing okay. It's been kind of a rough run this winter, hasn't it? Summer if you're on a different part of the world. I don't know. I had a wonderful event in our family and my life. I became a grandmother 2.5 weeks ago. Went a little early to watch the grand dog while my daughter and my son-in-law went into the hospital. Of course, with COVID, there's no way I could actually go see my granddaughter in the hospital. I don't even think they're doing the newborn pictures in the hospital. I guess it makes sense for COVID, but how sad, Though we did get lots of pictures. It's like I almost wish when my oldest, 28 years ago, I wish we had like a little camera, cell phones to be able to take pictures. Because my granddaughter looks a lot like my daughter, just with different coloring. But it's so beautiful to be able to see my daughter become a mother, my son-in-law become a father, and, a wonderful husband. I'm just proud of them, just proud. So that's what's been going on with me. Came back and I guess the whole trip took a little bit out of me, so I was really fatigued that next week. And had a really bad pain episode this weekend, just cramping from my neck into my shoulder, down my back, and then my left leg started going off in my right leg. So more fasciculations on my right leg, and then, at least the cramps on my left leg aren't as painful. That probably means that more of the nerve is dead there, right? Just annoying. I mean, a couple falls, Just when my roller skates arrived. Yeah. Ooh. So we'll see. My left ankle is not fully in foot drop. Though I do have my left hand, I don't know if you can tell, versus my right hand. My left hand is definitely starting to atrophy, so much so. One morning, I wish someone had told me this. My wedding ring, I lost it somewhere in Dallas. I'm not sure where it went. Looked around, had my kids look around. It'll eventually turn up, or I'll get one that's the correct size. At some point, I may have to wear it around my neck and on a chain. Little things. I mean, I ended up getting some silicone rings. It's a size smaller than actually my ring finger, and I need to put it back on. I had done some things. I was painting and just didn't want to have a splatter of paint stuff on my wedding ring. Yeah, so I've taken up, expressing myself with paint. Fun. Working on different canvases, trying to figure out, just playing. It's a good thing. I don't know. I know that a lot of us have been going through, grandchild born, that's a wonderful thing. It's a moment, it's a beautiful journey. As she's growing each day, I get pictures. It's just, when you have the pain and you're starting to see some of the disability in ALS, it's harder. It's like I think I've let too many things, like railing against things with, like I want to get all the pictures done. I want to get this moved in here, that moved in here, this set up here, that set up here. And I let it defeat me some days. It's like I've been working on finding a better route to it. It's like I have had to go through, I know I'm going through a period of character growth. Yep, you can still grow. Even if you're, gonna die, you can still have personality and character growth. I don't know exactly what it'll be when I'm at that point. I'm sure there's a lot more. But, it's like I'm learning that to use the facts over feelings. Journaling has been really helpful with that. Documenting things and posing questions for myself. It's kind of concentrating on what routes I can actually get things done. Like the stuff, getting the bookcase and the china cabinet and everything, the china out of the boxes and everything set up, right? It's like, okay, I can't, I've been just on that. And because I want to make a home for my little one. And it's like I can't physically do some things. It's like I can't screw some things in. I mean, it's even weird things. I took a bath the other day, and the little plug that goes on the bottom of the bath, I don't take hot baths. It's like warm to lukewarm baths, because apparently the hot baths can make your muscles weaker. They utilize more energy. And weirdest thing, when I'm in the bath, I can't actually get it out. Makes you feel kind of pathetic, right? So, I've lost some dexterity. I can hold a paintbrush, though my individual paint strokes may not be as accurate as they were, but it's pretty good. I'm an expressionist abstract artist, so it works out, right? So I'm really having fun with that. It's just kind of working through all the gunk that comes up. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not the only one. I'm sure everyone that even is healthy. I mean, you're locked down on pandemic, through winter months or, during summer months when you can't go everywhere. It's really hard. I mean, we get stuck in our little bubbles, whether that be on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube. I watch YouTube too. Or video games, or Netflix, Hulu, all the different ones. I do have to say, on Prime Video, there is a documentary called Gleason. Steve Gleason made a documentary for his son Rivers, and it's a beautiful look of this someone going through ALS and their family. It's a gift to the world, I really think. It explained. I was able to explain in things I know from being a nurse that I do not want, and having family members see that, like a trach, I don't want a trach. And I think my husband was able to understand it a little more versus me talking about these strange words and what I do want and what I don't want. It was just, the beauty of Steve. I mean, he's truly an amazing person, and his wife, and his family. His children will greatly benefit from that, and so many in the world. I mean, really awesome. Hard things with religious stuff. My mother's a holy roller too, so I understood some of his stuff going on. I try not to even go into that with my mother, because she thinks, well, God will just heal you. You just need to believe. I believe God loves me. I believe God is full of love. I believe that, like, even this healing journey I'm on right now is me going through the character growth and coming to terms and discarding parts of things that I've held on to that aren't necessary now. So, it's like, that's healing. I mean, yeah, that could be a God way of healing me, right? Doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to be a sprinter, or it doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to live forever. I believe that we have our energy or our soul that lives on. Love is an energy. It can't be destroyed. It's like, I don't know. You just have to deal with different people in your life, and that can be hard, My mother's still alive. She's not doing well, but she's still here. For my own sanity, I have to Love her at a distance right now. You know, it's hard to see mental illness up close and somebody suffering. I have a hard time with that. So that's what's going on there. I mean, that's the sad part. She's a lovely woman. She's very, very smart. You know, the cross between genius and insanity can be very close. So, anyways, that's a little personal, isn't it? So my 8-year-old has been grounded from using devices. Her screen time has been reduced. She can see a little bit of TV that's in the family room, but nope. Animal Crossing and Minecraft became more important than school. So, nope, cut that off. And all of a sudden, she's making hundreds. But I don't know. I mean, I see family and friends that are getting lost into whether it's social media, whether it's another thing, you know, TikTok, whether it's something. It's like, you know, I mean, promise me after this video, you'll take some time and you will actually put down your, get up from the computer desk or put down your phone and go spend some time with someone you care about. You know, I mean, hey, you might have to use it to do a Zoom call, but, you know, spend some time with actual people. You know, life it used to be everything was so busy, we just ignored each other. Now we get so immersed into things. We may not be spending the time that we really truly need to with the people that we love. I mean, you know, kids grow. They'll be gone as before you know it. Not everyone's going to have another child 20 years later. It was a surprise, okay? But, you know, time is precious. We never know how long we have. But spending the time with the people you love, creating those memories, are going to be something that they will treasure. And you will as well. You know, don't miss your life stuck in a hole or in a bubble. So that's my advice, you know. I've been sorting through my emotional stuff, you know, that character growth, you know, journaling for an authentic life. Well, you know, I've never really not had an authentic life. I've always been just me. It's just, you know, I think that I am now gaining wisdom in some ways, you know, not so caught into the feelings of things, but looking at facts, that practicality is coming out. And instead of getting immersed in what I can't do, you know, because I beat myself up. You know, it's like, okay, I really want a china cabinet up. I really want my china unpacked. I know it's just materials, but it's like, it's for my kid to grow up in a house that looks like a normal house. You know, it's kind of like having that there. You know, the bookcase up, you know, all my books out. You know, I like to read. You know, it will get done. I mean, you know, my art hung up. Yeah, I've collected a lot of art. You know, now I'm making my own. So, you know, I don't know. I've never liked to keep my own art. Isn't that weird? It's like you create something and it needs to find its home. You know, one thing I am battling is my inner art critic. You know, it's like, I think you spend so much of your 20s criticizing yourself and 30s, this and that. You know, it's kind of like how you go, oh, well, I don't know why I was so upset about that. You know, it's like now in my 40s, I'm ready to battle the art critic. Facts over feelings, right? I don't know. Just trying to keep on keeping on, you know. Registered for, oh my God, that was hard to register for in my area, county health, because I'm not 65 and above, though I do have some comorbidities or other things that would qualify me for the 1B here in the United States to get the COVID vaccine. The place that I use for healthcare is doing 65 and above. They're not doing the additional diseases like I would qualify even being younger than that. You know, you'd think ALS would get you. I mean, Jesus, you know, imagine having those many respiratory secretions when you are having to use a cough assist. But, you know, small population of ALS patients. We didn't make the big headlines for that. I don't know. So I signed up through the county. It took me 4 days to get it. Reminds me of when my daughter was telling me how hard it was for her when the lockdown affected her job, unemployment. So finally got signed up. My little kid is happy. She's been doing tie-dye. I never thought I'd see that. And it's like, okay, showed her different ways to turn things. I never was a hippie. I'm not a hippie person, even though some people think that I sound so relaxed and so that. Yeah, I used to be into other types of music, but just keeping your mind open is an important thing. I don't know. But she's doing really good. It's amazing how much reducing screen time actually made more family time. And it's improved her grades. And, she's getting her art out there, really cute with her, doing that and wearing her own creation to school. That's so cool. So, trying to reduce my daily diet of news. Being a news addict, I don't know. I mean, it's like, I hope things calm down. The pandemic's going to be harder. There's going to be things that are going to happen. Hopefully, we get herd immunity with vaccines. You see people blow up things because they're worried about the 5G and that pandemic scary stuff where people are thinking that, Bill Gates is putting bots in your arm. I mean, that's so stupid. I worry about my daughter. Some of those mommy groups have gotten kind of toxic, QAnon. It's the horrible thing about being in the box during this pandemic. People get sucked in because they're not able to go see and talk and go be with people. Some madness has gone, it happens. I mean, you get a big epidemic or pandemic, there's been times where healthcare workers were killed. There's been times where, this madness happens with it. It's part of the condition of the humans. I don't know. Something. So, deplug, be with, just be. Facts over feelings, thinking of routes around, the problems I have, I'm just hoping that my power chair comes. Pandemic does a lot, doesn't it? So that's what's going on. I'm just kind of having my little chill time. Just happy that I have this time. I'm almost 18 months into the diagnosis of ALS. My initial diagnosis was in August of 2019. Confirmed diagnosis in October. But, it's like, I see how much has changed, even through a pandemic, in that amount of time. And I'm so grateful that I have who I have and that I've been given this opportunity, to live. Because, I got ALS, I got MND. I will die. There's a cause of my death. I won't just be some, gone. It's like I've been given the gift to know that my time is shorter. No one knows exactly what time it'll be. I don't feel like I'm dying right now. I'm not going to be afraid of death. I have a strong belief. Don't know exactly what happens afterwards, but, I know I'm loved. So, just want to make that time to create those memories for the people that I love and not get caught up in all the moroseness of living in a pandemic and having a terminal disease. And just, I'm ready for spring. So here, I hope that all of you guys are having a good day. Take a moment. There are bad things going out there, but there's something good. If you look at the cracks, all you're going to see are the cracks. Look at something beautiful. Find beauty or happiness in each day. It's there. And, this is my new big thing. I knew this, but I really know this now. You look for solutions of your problems, this and that. I mean, Prayer helps, meditation helps, but everything you need is actually not over on the greener grass. It's right here in your heart. So take care of yourself. Self-care is important, okay? All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye. Well, just a little update. I tried the skates. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I just wanted to try, you know. I should have thought upper neuron dominant ALS patient, roller skate's not a great idea. Even though they're 4 quads, I got about 4 feet and fell. At least I had a little bit of fun and I wasn't injured. But yeah, so roller skates may not be the greatest idea. So there goes the water ski. No, I wouldn't do that. Well, just remember to, never lose hope and, keep trying something new each day. Love somebody you love. Spend that time. Find that beauty. All right. Bye.